I'm Dr. Vladimir Rubin, and I'm the executive director of the company named ADEAL Systems. And we're quite a young company, 8 years old. And our main focus is data and AI. So actually I've been building AI systems and data systems during the last 25 years. So sometimes it's hard to believe that there are people that started doing AI before ChatGPT, but we started some time ago. And so this is our main focus, a lot of innovation, but the other important thing to mention here that we are not building technical stuff because of the technical stuff, we are solving business problems. And here on the ECBC, I think that there is a very important issue and challenge regarding the data quality and data transparency. That's why we are presenting here our newborn startup called Eco Asset AI. The focus of Eco Asset AI, it's a data platform for the next generation mortgage pool management. So we believe, and as data and AI people, we're absolutely convinced that the topics of data quality and transparency, and also the topics of ESG and EPC data, and the topics of AI should be put into the middle of the platform. And I think that this should be the new generation, because we have so much innovation in this area, and definitely it would be a very important contribution from our side to the community, to the banking community, to bring this innovation and somehow to put some modern or some new spirits in the area of covered bonds.
And I guess one of your big rivals historically is going to be banks' existing systems, which I guess were too old and not really built with the whole ESG concepts in mind.
Exactly. This is a big topic, and it's quite surprising. Maybe I will start with some pragmatic stories. We're speaking a lot with the banks, and we're asking the questions. You have so much reporting, reporting, regulatory burden, how you call it. And for all of these reports, for CSRD, for EU taxonomy, for CRR reports, you need a lot of data, and the data is changing and the requirements is changing. And so how are you ready for it? And on the other side, I hear, okay, actually, frankly speaking, in our situation, 80% of our EPC data is either not existing or not digitalized. For me, it's an absolutely clear sign that there must be a data-driven solution for this thing. This is one thing concerning regulatory, but it's also, I suppose, very relevant for the risk management, looking at the modern capital relief needs and this EPBD requirements. So we must have absolute transparency about your mortgage pool, because it's your critical asset. Yeah, how can it happen that this is your critical assets? You're dealing with covered bonds, you are dealing with securitization, and still do not manage the pool properly. So I think that with our solution, we can make a big step that the banks and the monoliners, the Bausparkassen, building societies, really have a complete perfect management, also EPC is G-driven, and even also prediction and risk optimized management of their mortgage pools, cover pools.
But if the data, to take the EPC example, if it isn't digitized, it's only in a filing cabinet in paper format, or isn't available, what can you do? Is there anything you can do?
So actually we develop an approach. And an approach is the following. So the data is somehow in a PDF or image format, then we can use the object character recognition and also, by the way, generative AI to derive this data from the documents. So maybe it's the easy part, not very easy, because you have to do it country specific and you have to have a proper ontology and structure of the EPC data, but it's a solvable thing. The second point is that we look to the external data sources, and for different countries there are different providers. So we enrich the data and get the data from external sources. But the third thing is that we have, as I told you, we are doing AI, not only generative but predictive AI, for quite a long time. And we have an algorithm for prediction, so to say, classification of the mortgages. And so we've developed this algorithm. We have some homework to do for the startup because we have to make certification for this algorithm by the European authorities. But the algorithm there is working, so we can predict it.
With a sufficiently high level of certainty if it gets regulator sign-off?
Yes. Yes, we have quite... maybe to elaborate a couple more technical topics. So if you just take the data from the EPC certificate, it's not sufficient for predicting the, for example, energy efficiency class. But if you take the data from external sources, or even if you take additional data that the banks have in their appraisal reports, for example, and then you have much more properties which can give you much better confidence about the energy efficiency level. And I think that this is the trick. And the point is that it's not that the companies which were not doing the predictive AI for some years, that they can solve this problem directly. I mean, this is the thing where you need know-how and you need the proper approach to get, we call it balanced model and balanced prediction.
And EPC is obviously very different in different countries across Europe, and attitudes towards using AI in place of existing data systems are very different. You're here in Athens. Is it possible to say where you're getting most engagement, most interest, or
regarding
yes, people being interested, engaging with your product?
So I think that we have very interesting discussions during, not only here, we started these discussions also in Germany and in Austria, more not from the bigger banks, because they solve this problem themselves, I think, but more from the monoliners, Bausparkas, and building societies. Here, during this morning already, a couple of hours, I think that we had great discussion with the banks from Nordics and from Finland. We had great discussion with the banks from the UK. And now we're proceeding, looking at the team with the banks from Greece. And the thing is, regarding when we build the platform, it's very important that we have the methodology to adopt it to different countries. So we started with a city, we're sitting in Frankfurt. Yeah, we started with Germany, then we went to Austria. And what we've done in our framework, it's possible to adopt it because of the proper data governance and the ontology of the structures of documents, to adopt it to different countries within a short time. So I think we have, that's why we're here by ECBC, we have the ambition to make it's an international platform which can be used by all the new countries starting doing cover bonds, then they can jump in rapidly. Today we had, by the way, a great discussion with colleagues from Ukraine, because I have in my team, we have a lot of people from there also. We speak Ukrainian and Russian, and they will also have this issue. And then I told them, guys, as soon as you have the legislation and the regulations there, let's start directly with the software, because you will need it.
Which is fantastic. We're working towards the redevelopment. It's an important project.
Yes, I see. We are absolutely sure that it will be, for us, it's an incredible task, because it's a very pragmatic task. And like Luca says, the possibility to have influence, and to somehow to have influence and make a positive contribution to also to the Europe and to the European thoughts regarding ESG. And I think that it's quite challenging, but also absolutely relevant for us.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you so much. Good to talk to you.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you.